Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. I'm Friday, your reader and host. Hoping everybody has had a glorious time uh, since we spoke last. I guess my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. Please take what resonates, and leave the rest. And I do appreciate each and every viewer. Whether you're here only for a moment, you might switch off now, and I still appreciate you. I thank everybody for sharing their energy with me and sticking around if they want to see what the message is. Give me a like and subscribe if you're enjoying my interpretation of the cards or feel the connection to the channel. Also, if you want to leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from and whether or not the message resonates. That would be fabulous. Okay, so we have the Empress. Alrighty. So I feel like the Empress is you. I did cleanse the space, cleanse the cards, called in spirit before I started the video here. I meditated, all that kind of good stuff. So what else does Spirit Source God want to share with us concerning the Empress here? The Queen of Swords. So she's not afraid to take things head on. I feel like as the Empress is grounded. The Empress is the Empress is nurturing, motherly, all that kind of good stuff. And the Queen of Swords is truth, logic, dignity, respect. What else can you tell us about this Empress now that you threw down the Queen of Swords on us there? Source? Spirit, Source, God? Oh, okay. What do we got here? Ooh. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, and then we also have the King of Cups. I feel like there is, and Three of Pentacles is on the bottom at the moment. There is, I feel as though, I feel like you're a mother. You're the mom. I feel like you're the Empress, and this is your, I'm only using the gender on the cards based on what I'm looking at. So you have a energy, possibly a daughter, a female energy, and they are in a position to they have a suitor. They have a suitor calling on them. And that suitor, I'm feeling here, that suitor is trying to show off who he is. How much how much money they've got, or how successful they are, what car they drive. I know he's the King of Cups, but I feel like with this this particular deck, this card has more of a love me, love me, love me vibe to it at times. Okay. What else can you tell us about this Queen of Swords, King of Cups connection? The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is indicating to me that this is materially, resourcefully fruitful. Is this something you can enlighten us on? Okay, there we go. Three of Cups. So there's definitely some sort of celebration, a happy celebration. Three of Cups could be a christening or baptism, a joyous, like a wedding anniversary or a wedding, or marriage. There's definitely a full on positive celebration happening here between these two energies. This Nine of Pentacles is I feel as though it's like an embellishment on how, or a stamp, I guess, of approval on how successful he is. This is and this is where it kind of makes you go, maybe I should investigate what this guy's all about, kind of deal. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, so this, yeah. Okay, so this feels to me like it's new news. Um, this hasn't happened yet. This is not, I firmly believe that there's a proposal here. And I'm not, with this Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting kind of mixed feelings. That there's boastfulness, but then there is also independence on the sword side. So let's see what else the cards want to tell us. Seven of Wands. There's like a I almost get that, like you're taken aback by something. So there's some surprising news, gossip, maybe. Eight of Cups. Okay. Okay, Mama. Okay, Mama Empress. I see what's going on here. This is what's bothering you. You have a child, a grown child, that is embarking on starting their own life with someone, with a husband, or maybe they're going to just be moving in together, however that resonates. And this has shown how independent your child is, and how independent their partner is. So I'm getting the feeling that they're a match, but you're having a hard time with this whole setup because you are feeling as though you are going to be abandoned. Guess what, Mama Bear? Babies grow up. Just don't let them marry cowboys. I just had a song go through my head there. Oh, and then there's the Seven of Cups. So there's also a feeling that there is a level of uncertainty. I'm getting the I'm getting the uncertainty from, it's almost like it's a vibration that is looming around the whole. I feel as though, yes, there's the Nine of Pentacles here and they're independent, but I don't feel like there's any confidence, either from you or from either of these two. Three more cards, please. Three more cards. Oopsie. Okay. So the Moon, Let me do like that. The moon. Two more cards, please. Two more cards. Okay, so I actually. Okay, so those two want to come out. Okay, so then we have the Six of Pentacles. Or sorry, the Seven of Pentacles and then the Six of Pentacles. And at the bottom here, we have the Knight of Swords. He brings messages. So there's he's also a defender of truth. He is a seeker of truth as well. I also get the feeling that he is a, for lack of a better word, an individualist. He's a person that the world revolves around. The energy is the world revolves around. So if this energy were mine, it would be, I think the world revolves around me. Okay, so that's the energy I'm getting. And I'm sorry, Empress, this is you. You think the world revolves around you, and I almost get the feeling that you want to even sabotage this. And I'm getting that with the Seven of Wands and the Moon. I'm getting that there is a you are afraid to be abandoned. You're afraid that the King of Cups is going to have your Queen of Swords abandon you. And you're going to have to work at seeing them, whether that's traveling or them finding the time to see you. Them finding, maybe I don't see any children here. Maybe they're not old enough. Maybe they're not in that stage of their relationship to have children. But I'm getting the feeling that there was some kind of sabotage or thoughts of sabotage here. And this Four of Swords just kind of confirms it for me, that you always seem to be at the ready. You want to make sure that you are not going to be left behind. Wow. Okay, so I hope everybody is open and honest with themselves entirely, because what I'm about to say will somebody will give me a bad review and nobody will watch. That's the way I kind of look at it, and I've accepted it. But I'm going to say it anyway. The Empress energy here. Now, you could be the daughter, and this could be your mother, or it could easily be your father. Okay. The Empress energy is, like I said, sabotage down here. It's almost like you're like laying in wait, waiting to pounce. It looks like you're resting, but you have your sword at the ready and you're waiting to pounce. I get the feeling that this Empress is pretty selfish. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles again. Selfish, independent. I also get the feeling that the Empress is manipulative. Okay, I got two cards here. Yeah. Hierophant and Justice. So there is definitely a control aspect of this personality. They like to be in control of things. They want to be included in everything. This is what I'm getting here with this Empress. With the these cards underneath and what they're telling me about this couple. Okay. What can you tell me about the moon here? Is this the couple, the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups? It looks as though they're going to join in some sort of union, whether that is matrimony or just living together. The Fool. So that's a starting over. So that is like I also feel like it's some kind with the devil on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to me there's definitely this is I think the question has been asked, but I don't think it's been answered. Okay, I don't think there's been a yes, let's do it, or no. I think it's been more of a let me think about it. This is where the independence comes in. Okay. Then the moon. Tell me about the moon. Tell me about the moon. 5 of Wands. Conflict and defense. And it's not the way you not imagine it. It's not the way you would normally see that. You would see it as like a war, I guess. The Magician's at the bottom. But there is, like I said, the Magician kind of gives me the feeling that this moon is the moon is manipulating, is indicating the manipulation of or by the Empress. So I hate to say this, but I'm almost getting the feeling that this Empress is like a narcissist, or what do they call that? Gaslighter, maybe. So if this is you, I think maybe you should have a look and check yourself and see why you're behaving this way or why you're thinking this way. And if you're the daughter or the child, the adult child of a person that's behaving this way, you may want don't ignore it, bring it to their attention. They may not even realize they're doing it. That happens sometimes. People get so blinded by their wants and their desire, like their deep desires, that they lose track of how it affects other people. Okay, let's get there's going to be justice, though. It's going to be rectified. But I feel like there's going to be a balance, a happy ending. Maybe instead of moving 200 miles away, you only move 100 miles away. Okay? Tower. Tower and the Lovers on the bottom. Okay, so what I'm getting here is there is a parent figure, whether it could be a mom or a dad, but it's holding the Empress energy. With this 8 of Cups down here, they are getting the feeling of abandonment, or that they may be abandoned should they not interfere with this King of Cups coming into the life of this Queen of Swords. I feel as though both of these parties are very independent. They're very fruitful at what they do. So I don't feel that there's any kind of one person taking advantage of the other, as far as that goes. And I feel eventually there will be a proposal of marriage, or at least to move in together. I'm getting that also from the Lovers here. This is the answer to the "Will you marry me?" question, or "Here's a key to my apartment. Do you want it?" question has not yet been answered. I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty there, but not uncertainty sown by the Empress. I feel like it's uncertainty, just you don't want buyer's remorse, right? Okay, that's what I'm getting from that. I'm also getting that during this process, the Empress energy l- lays in wait to pounce on or attack the King of Cups. The fear of abandonment is really, really, really intense. There's another Nine of Pentacles here, so and that's representative. The Empress, yes, she's independent. She is well versed in the world, if you will. But there's all I feel there as this progresses, there's going to be a revelation that she shouldn't be interfering. And I think that's where there's a revelation, and then the tower moment. It's like, oh my God, what have I done? This is an ego tower. This is not a physical building. That's an ego tower. I'm not sure why. I'm not getting a lot of views, and I'm assuming it's the sound of my voice now. And I did listen to myself a couple times, so I'm trying to put a little bit of lilt, or whatever you call that, in my voice to try and keep it interesting. But we're going to this Seven of Cups, which is the Seven of Cups is you don't know what you want. Okay, basically, there's a lot of choices, I think, right? And then the Six of Pentacles for me here is, oh yes, let's share, let's join, let's that kind of thing. Like I said, there's going to be conflict, almost like an internal war. And I think that internal war is the Empress's internal war of possible, the feeling of abandonment. Okay, this one doesn't want to go. Yes, Seven of Cups. Like, there was a lot of contemplation, thought is going into giving the answer. Going into giving the answer. And again, I feel like it's because the Queen of Swords doesn't want buyer's remorse. Six of Cups. It's going to allow you the Magician is on the bottom here. It's going to allow there's going to be where I'm being told, depending on choices, my readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only, that the thought process here, the Six of Pentacles is I feel like it's a sharing of thoughts, not like a sharing of feelings. You value feelings. So a sharing of feelings, I think, with the King of Cups and with the Empress. And that as you were contemplating on what did you want to do, or what did the Queen of Swords want to do, or was almost as though I feel like I feel like sucked back in time, sucked back for a redo, sucked back for a redo. You don't get redos. Okay, I'm understanding now. I'm understanding now. The Empress is acting as a protector, not overprotector, not a smother. Down this here is telling me that these two energies have been together before. And the Empress is like, wait a second here. Do you really want to do this? Is this really what you want to do? Obviously, there's no stopping it from happening, per se. But I also get the feeling that the previous time these two energies were a couple, an item, it wasn't their time. They didn't, it wasn't their time yet. So they had to break away because they both had to grow. Now, now they're back at the same frequency. They're back at the same. They have the same ideas, the same goals, the same outlook on life, that kind of thing. And this is where there was, okay, well, we already know each other already. We already know each other, not only mentally but physically as well. So that's not something that is going to be awkward. The awkward part is now getting to know each other personally, because as this growth process is happening for both of these people, both of these energies, the love language will change. And if you don't know what a love language is, you'll have to look it up. There is actually a book about it. I think it's like there's five different um, things, five different categories, I guess. So it's just basically a rekindling of an old romance that Mama Bear is having, rightfully so, having having a problem with because her child was heartbroken so badly. Okay, so the message here, I'm not sure if it's for the Empress or for the Queen of Swords. If you truly believe and you will know for the Queen of Swords that this King of Cups is this is the time for this relationship to rekindle. And be sure you know everything. Or be sure you know for like don't want to hear I told you so. Okay. That's what I'm getting. You don't want to hear I told you so. And Mama Bear, you gotta let the Queen of Swords do her own living. You can be there for her or for them. You can be there for them, be their sounding board, give them your life, tell them your life experience with similar situations. But you have to let it go. You have to let you have to let this child live their life. Okay, so that's the message for today. That was kind of a hard one for me because I felt a lot of heavy energy on this one. I'm going to review it and then maybe think about posting it. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody for staying to the end. Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you're enjoying my interpretation of the cards. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.